Hi, everyone, and Happy New Year. So, I think I finally narrowed down what my 2026 reading goals are going to be. Now, in 2025, I wanted to read 160 books, and I made it up just under the wire at 162. But it was a bit of a struggle, and I feel like that's because I DNF'd a lot of books last year, 14. And I don't know if that's actually a lot for me. I've never tracked my reading before, so I never knew how many I read in a year or how many I DNF'd. But it just felt like a lot for me, and that made it a struggle to reach it. But even with that in mind, I'm raising my reading goal from 160 books to 170. But with some of my other reading goals, I feel like that number is going to be a lot easier to achieve. Now, also in 2025, my reading goals were to focus on my physical TBR, and that is still a goal for this year. I have some amazing books on there that I am dying to read, so that is definitely something that's going to be my focus. But I also want to focus on my Kindle TBR. Anyone who's a Kindle reader knows that you don't just have a physical TBR, you have a Kindle TBR. And I want to focus on some of the older books, especially the ones from the Stuff Your Kindle days that are on my Kindle, and start knocking those out because I want to give them the love that they deserve. But with the last one, I feel like it's really going to help me reach that 170 because about 2 years ago, I fell down the rabbit hole of ARC reading. Don't get me wrong, I love ARC reading, but I am stepping back a little bit. Last year, I stepped back to about 8 ARCs a month because I wanted to focus on my physical TBR. But I think I'm going to narrow it down to 5 ARCs a month, though if something's really interesting, I will definitely bump it up into the 8 range if there's that many that come out. But I'm trying not to read more than 8 so that I can focus on my Kindle TBR and my physical TBR. But I also want to reread authors that I've enjoyed in the past that I fell away from because I was so focused on ARC reading. Here's a list of the authors that I have really enjoyed, and all of their older books are on my Kindle, some of the really old ones, and I haven't been able to read their newer material because I've kind of fallen away and forgotten those series. So I want to reread those old books, so I'm knocking out some of them on my Kindle TBR. Because they're rereads, I feel like I'm going to read them faster, and because I have enjoyed them in the past, I'm still going to enjoy them, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not going to be DNFing as many books, I feel like. So I'm definitely going to reach that 170 faster. At least fingers crossed. So those are definitely my 2026 reading goals. What are yours?